Hello and welcome to another video on my Fardoma Studios YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, today we dig into a web of intrigue and pressing issues that intertwines global economic strategy, conflict, and the very fabric of international relations. Many analysts argue that we are already experiencing what could be termed as World War III, not through traditional means and traditional battlegrounds, but through a myriad of proxy wars scattered across the globe. Proxy wars are conflicts where major powers support opposing factions without direct engagement. These wars are pervasive, with significant ongoing conflicts in regions such as the Middle East, Africa, and Asia. The Council on Foreign Relations Global Conflict Tracker and other sources highlight numerous such conflicts, including in Syria, Yemen, Sudan, and the Ukraine, where external powers are heavily involved. For instance, in Syria and Yemen, various factions receive support from global powers, turning these nations into proxy battlegrounds. Similarly, the war in Ukraine, primarily a conflict between Ukraine and Russia, sees significant involvement from NATO countries, particularly the United States, through military aid and political support. The United States, with its extensive military capabilities and global interests, is a significant player in many of these proxy wars. According to documents obtained by the Morning Star, U.S. forces have been involved in at least 23 clandestine proxy wars between 2017 and 2020. These operations span across continents, targeting regions from the Middle East to Africa under various classified programs. This extensive involvement raises questions about the motivations behind such military engagements. Some analysts suggest that these conflicts might serve economic purposes, supporting what President Dwight D. Eisenhower once called the military-industrial complex. This term describes the relationship between a country's military and the defense industry that supplies it, seen as a powerful vested interest that might push for continued conflict to sustain its economic benefits. Wars often lead to increased government spending on military operations, which can stimulate economic activity. During World War II, the massive industrial effort needed to support the war significantly helped the U.S. economy recover from the Great Depression. However, this type of economic boost comes with profound costs. While the defense sector might thrive, the broader economy can suffer due to the diversion of resources from essential areas such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Furthermore, the human and social costs of war, loss of life, destruction of infrastructure, and long-term regional instability are immense and often outweigh any short-term economic gains. Relying on war as an economic strategy is neither sustainable nor ethical. Prolonged conflicts result in devastating humanitarian crises and economic burdens that can lead to increased national debt and long-term economic challenges. The ethical implications of engaging in or perpetuating conflict for economic benefits are also deeply troubling. Critics argue that the focus should instead be on peaceful economic strategies, such as investing in technology, infrastructure, and education, which can provide sustainable economic growth without the devastating consequences of war. Finally, let's wrap it up. While proxy wars and military engagements might offer short-term economic boosts to specific sectors, the broader implications for global peace and stability are far more complex and concerning. It is imperative to consider both the immediate and long-term consequences of such strategies. As we navigate these turbulent times, the focus should be on fostering diplomacy, peace, and sustainable economic development to build a more stable and prosperous world. Thank you for your attention. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth view of what affects us. Today, I am at the Canning Dam.